Alright, finally, the last video for this unit, and we are talking about inverse functions. So we are talking about inverse trig and all this stuff, but this is just inverse functions. This one you don't use very often, but you need to know it. And that is, if you're taking the derivative of the inverse of a function, so this would be like negative 1x, like that. And the formula for this is simply 1 over f prime of whatever that inverse function is. Now, I could prove this to you, I'm not going to, but this is basically an application of the chain rule. The chain rule comes up everywhere, as you can see. And it's basically kind of like you're just taking the derivative of 1 over f prime of this. So, a quick little kind of story problem that I could show you that would be where this would be appropriate would be in this one. Let's say that f of 0, and I know you can't see this because of the glare, but f of 0 equals 5, and let's say f prime of 0 equals 2/3. Then let's say that then let's say that the inverse of f of x is called g of x. If you guys remember what an inverse is, that's when you switch the x's and the y's and solve for y. That's basically what the reflection of the equation over x equals y, or what y equals x. What is the derivative of the tangent line, tangent line to g of x at x equals 5? Basically what this question is saying is, what is g prime of 5? And to do this, just think that, use the equation. So if g of x is f inverse of x, then the derivative of g of x would be the derivative of the inverse function, which is what I just taught you. So it'd be 1 over f prime of f inverse of 5. Now f inverse of 5 would be the same thing as f of 5's inverse, which is basically 1/5. Oh, I'm sorry, wait, what am I talking about? Sorry, scratch that. It would be when what f to what value you get 5, and the answer would be 0. So in this case, you would get 1 over f prime of 0, and f prime of 0 is 2/3. The answer is 3/2. Done with this unit.